It was a beautiful day outside, and I decided to go to the Brooklyn Bridge for the first time in many years. The commute was easy, just one transfer. I got off at City Hall subway station and stumbled upon this beautiful arched hall at the bottom of the Manhattan Municipal Building. It turned out to be a ceiling made of Gustavina tiles. The technique came from Spain in late 1800s, brought by Rafael Gustavina.
Wait.
From here, I crossed the street and walked towards the bridge. Quite a few people were already here, and some merchants were selling souvenirs on the ground. I made a mistake of looking down and realized those thin old wooden planks with loose joints and tiny holes were the only thing separating me from the river. If one broke, it would take only about 5 seconds to hit the water. I started panicking a little and decided to stop midway, where the base seemed more solid and restored. Then it was time to cross the second half of the bridge. I ran, forcing every cell in my body not to look down. And finally, I reached solid ground. So I decided to take a break and look closer at the planks. I've discovered that the planks have so many missing bolts, large holes in the old wood. To be honest, I think it will be a while before I decide to cross this bridge again. Still, Brooklyn looked lovely from this side. I noticed a beautiful construction building with a tennis court terrace and 2 guys having the time of their lives playing tennis. At the end of the bridge, there was a compass on the ground, and I had to choose which way to go. South or north? North looked more lively, so I went that way. I passed a huge empty parking lot with absolutely no cars. The bridge viewpoint was super busy thanks to the warm weather, so I decided to take a closer look. But that made me wonder, why is everyone focused on the Manhattan Bridge when the Brooklyn Bridge view is just as beautiful and just around the corner? I headed back toward the Brooklyn Bridge and stopped by West Elm on the way. I recently moved into a new apartment with my boyfriend, and we're trying to renovate it a little, but keep it on budget. I checked out carpets. Honestly, for the same price you can get a real Persian antique rug. One product really caught my eye though, a tencel rug, so smooth to touch. I asked the store representative to show me all color options. Definitely something to consider investing in. I also looked at the side tables. They had a lot of small artsy pieces, perfect for tiny New York apartments. Also, they displayed an abundance of smaller drink tables. While in the store, I noticed a cozy restaurant through the window and instantly messaged my friend that we should come here one day. Then I moved towards Jane's carousel. It was the first time I saw it working. A few big industrial bolts passed by. I suddenly realized that I could actually get to Ikea by ferry, so I decided to do that. From the ground, the Brooklyn Bridge looked incredible. My ferry was 30 minutes away, so I got a quick snack and read my book until it was time to board. I chose a seat with a low table, and as we moved, I tried reading again, but got too distracted by the views. Soon I arrived in Red Hook. I loved the neighborhood, so industrial and chill. I stumbled upon what looked like a cemetery for school buses and wondered what they were doing there. Then I saw this stunning building and kept wondering how it looks inside. The waterfront was peaceful. You could see the Statue of Liberty shimmering in the distance. The walk to Ikea was honestly beautiful. The light, the air, everything felt fresh and alive. My phone died right before I arrived, so I ran straight to Ikea food court to get food and charge it. Coffee is free for members, and the 5-piece Swedish meatball meal was only $2.99. I can't eat peas, but everything else tasted good. The dessert wasn't great though. I probably won't pick the cheapest one next time. I saw a few cute mirrors I could use. I didn't realize Ikea sells such adorable kids' chairs. I don't have kids, but it caught my attention. I checked out a few storage shelves for shoes. I've heard they're pretty convenient. Then I explored the desk tables. My plan is to make a large desk near the window. My room has a beautiful view, so it would be perfect to line the desk along the window. The bamboo Lilla-san table would actually work, but I would need a few of them. I looked at a few other alternatives for tabletops, including the heavier Watholma counter, but decided to stick with the lightweight bamboo option. Some of the dining tables looked stunning too. It would be so nice to have one as a desk, if only the space allowed it. Another thing I want for my apartment is a wall library, something floor to ceiling like this. I hunted around IKEA for similar options. There were a few that could work, but I'll think it over. I also checked kitchen chairs, living room furniture, and then moved on to soft chairs and sofa. I immediately got drawn to the Bling soft chair and had to test it. IKEA says it's so comfortable it can cure depression, and honestly, it kind of feels true. It's spinning, soft, and surprisingly relaxing. I also tested the Sotanas chair, more stylish but not as cozy. Then the Stockholm 2025 sofa, beautiful and comfortable. walked past the dueling again and tried out the sectional corduroy sofa, super stylish and soft. I saw a few more cute things: cat house, lamps, vases, bathroom shelves, carpets in all colors and textures. And then it was time to go. I hopped on a bus, brushed all the white carpet fibers off my pants from rolling on the rugs, and watched the scenery drift by from the bus window. The subway near Ikea runs high above the ground and offers a really pretty view, especially around sunrise. Home, I made a stop in the city to hit the gym for a quick set of exercises. By then, Manhattan was already dark and mysterious, with people rushing home from work. When I finally got home, my cat was waiting for me as always, wondering where I'd been all day.